Unless y'all live under a rock, y'all surely heard about DEI before.
DEI.
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 But for those who don't know, what does it mean? Diversity, equity, and inclusion. So giving fair shot to underrepresented communities. Blacks, gays, browns, white women, anyone. And in an ideal world, you would think that would be the end of it. We access those positions, we ride off to the sunset. No. Make no mistake. The right, them guys are pissed.
DEI forces you to discriminate against people based on their race, based on their gender, and they're about to get sued.
How come y'all give unqualified people those types of positions? DEI hire.
Critics argue that the only reason why Harvard's president, Claudine Gay, has kept her job despite 2 scandals over anti-Semitism and plagiarism is because of the university's focus on DEI.
Hire based on competency, not race. That's essentially the crucifix of their argument. But they're left.
DEI, which is about giving opportunities to people who have been historically marginalized.
We're giving them a fair shot. 8 months later, after Charlie's death, my views on DEI drastically changed. Before Charlie, DEI was not in my vocabulary. What is DEI even? When I was heavily addicted to Charlie's content, I came to the conclusion DEI is harmful. It's not necessary. Come on, man. I'm a black man. I work for it. I work my ass off for this position. I don't want to be hired based on merit. I don't want to be no victim. And that was essentially me before Charlie's death. But 8 months later, best believe things have changed. I learned what DEI means. I learned what it stands for. And I learned a little bit more about my people's history. And historically, they had the shorter end of the stick. Hence why 8 months later, I support the concept of DEI, but I still don't like how it's implemented. Let me explain. So what do I mean? I love DEI, the initiative, as it pushes for more folks to access positions otherwise never access in the first place.
There's a lot of research that says that it helps companies make more money. It helps them perform better than their competitors.
But the way that the left goes about it is focusing too much on the underrepresented communities. And at any given moment, they pick the minority over the majority. And I honestly hate how people often say, oh, how it's unfair that white folks pick other white folks. But let's be real. When was the last time when y'all went to a Indian superstore and saw a Mexican? When was the last time when y'all went to an Arab market and y'all saw a black person? People often choose familiarity. And focusing too much on race kind of does a disservice to everyone. I highly believe it should be a mere suggestion and an encouragement for companies to hire more people of different backgrounds, as it gives different perspectives, different values, different everything, and it allows the team to grow even further. But focusing too much on how the person looks like and not focusing on the character leads to the message being diluted in a way. If they don't have the same similar value, it's gonna be a mess. And on the right, I hate how the term DEI,
I would say DEI stands for didn't earn it,
became a euphemism and dog whistle referring to black folks and other minorities. If you actually think about it, right-wingers adopt DEI in their own way.
A cabinet that has perhaps more Fox hosts than people who,
You know what makes them
people of
qualify?
color.
When you look at the research, the most common folks impacted by DEI initiatives are white women.
White women, you are the biggest beneficiaries of corporate DEI and affirmative action programs.
In essence, I hate how right-wingers hate DEI as it gives spots to unqualified people, but behind closed doors, they hire folks that are unqualified that look like them.
Donald Trump hired all of his friends.
White woman. So they're hypocrites.
You know why? Because Donald Trump, the Dow right now is over
President Trump has apparently fired his Attorney General, Pam Bondi.
In essence, the way I viewed the whole DEI situation is similar to being a victim of a flood. It's in your very best interest to fix the whole situation as opposed to going back and living as if nothing happened. What do I mean? When you're a victim of a flood, it's in your best interest to fix the whole situation, fix your house, replace everything. Then later on, you live as if nothing were to happen, or even better, you adopt better habits, better strategies to avoid the previous initial scenario. Whereas the left, they viewed the whole DEI situation as a permanent fixing. So you're a victim of a flood, keep building, keep building, keep building, keep building, replace, build, replace, fix. I believe that a hybrid strategy needs to be adopted. Let's say in the oil and gas industry, there's 99 white folks and every black applicant gets overlooked. Look at this industry and adopt strategies and force black folks into this industry that are obviously qualified. When the situation cools down, remove the brakes and adopt a suggestion policy. I think that would be the best approach as opposed to forcing the whole DEI initiative, because let's be honest, left and right, they have their own versions of DEI, even if it's not explicitly stated. The right are anti-DEI, but behind closed doors, they hire them folks, they hire people that look like them. Hence why the biggest beneficiary of DEI is actually white women. Whereas the left, they are more focused on the outcome more than the process. It should be a mere suggestion unless there is a clear abuse. I highly believe adopting a hybrid strategy would lead to better outcomes and more folks understanding other people's side. Okay, yeah, that made zero sense, but yeah, we're rolling with it. I hate making several takes. This is where we're stated. Take care. Have a wonderful day.
If you believe in the fundamental principle of America, which is that we guarantee everybody an equal chance, not an equal outcome, but an equal chance, then trying to go around that principle, conservatives don't believe in it.